Do you know what's funny? The people who act like they've got life all figured out are often the ones who are most afraid of seeing someone else rise above them. They love to set rules, pass judgments, and try to dictate who's worthy and who's not. But deep down, they're terrified of anyone who refuses to stay small, who dares to dream bigger than they ever could. That's you. They fear you. And you know why? Because you refuse to play by their rules. Let me ask you something. How many times have you been told you're too much or not enough? Too bold, too quiet, too ambitious, too unrealistic? They love to slap on those labels, don't they? But you've seen through all that. You know those labels are just their way of projecting their own fears onto you. They're scared of what you might become if you ever realized your true power. Here's the part they'll never tell you. They see something in you they lack themselves. Maybe it's your courage, your fire, or that unshakable resilience that keeps you going, no matter what life throws your way. They notice it, even if they won't admit it, and it scares them. It's because your strength reminds them of all the things they were too afraid to chase, the dreams they gave up on, the risks they were too scared to take. But you're not like them. You've walked through storms, been knocked down more times than you can count, and yet you're still here. They think those scars of yours make you weak, but those scars, they're proof of everything you've overcome, every setback, every no you've heard, every person who told you that you couldn't. It didn't break you, it built you. Most people think life is some kind of perfect little puzzle. They think if they follow the rules, play it safe, and never step out of line, everything will work out. But you and I both know that life doesn't work like that. It's messy, unpredictable, and often completely unfair. And yet, despite all of it, you've kept going. You've faced every challenge head-on and refused to give up. Have you ever felt like the world was against you? Like no one really understands what you've been through? If you have, I want you to tell your story. Share it in the comments below. Your voice matters, and it's time to let the world hear it. The truth is, falling isn't failing. Real failure is staying down. And you've risen every single time. When they doubted you, you found strength they couldn't see. When they laughed at your dreams, you used it as fuel. Every time someone tried to knock you down, you came back stronger, and that terrifies them. They'll call you reckless. They'll say you're ungrateful or even crazy for chasing a life that doesn't fit into their neat little box. But let's be real, they're just afraid. You've got the guts to do what they won't. You've got the fire to keep pushing when they would have given up a long time ago. And that fire, that's your greatest weapon. They hate it because they know it's something they'll never have, and yeah, it would be easier to play it safe, to stay quiet, follow the rules, and live a life that doesn't ruffle any feathers. But you know what? That's not you. You weren't born to blend in. You weren't made to live a life that's small and predictable. You were made to stand out, to dream bigger, and to make waves. It's not going to be easy. There will be days when you feel like giving up, days when the weight of everything feels too heavy. But those moments, they're what will define you, because every time you get back up when the world wants you to stay down, you're proving to yourself just how strong you really are. So tell me, what's the one thing you refuse to give up on? What's the dream you're chasing no matter how many people tell you it's impossible? Write it down, say it out loud, claim it. This is your life, and no one else gets to decide what you can or can't do. Every time you rise, every time you refuse to quit, you're not just proving them wrong. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than anyone ever gave you credit for. You're showing the world what true strength looks like, and let me tell you, there's nothing more powerful than that. They wanted you small. They wanted you quiet. But here you are, standing tall, louder, and stronger than ever. You don't need their approval, you don't need their validation. You've come this far because you refuse to let anyone else dictate your worth. And now, there's no stopping you. The best part? When you finally reach that place you've been working so hard for, they'll look at you and wonder how you did it. They'll see the confidence, the success, the strength, and they'll think it happened overnight. But you'll know the truth. You'll know about the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, the heartbreak. You'll know how many times you had to pick yourself up when no one else believed in you.